Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today I'm going to be making some lovely little sort of paper clips without actual using paper clips. I'm going to be using wire and these are really cute. Now I'm using some of my words and phrases. Now this is the tea and coffee words and phrases pack, which I'll pop a link down below. I'm also using some of my new fussy cuts here, which are the mini embellishments. Now they come in this size like that, and you get three pages of them, which are absolutely gorgeous. And what I have done, I've just printed them off 3 to a page like this. So I've just put all 3 onto one page and printed them off, and that's really shrunk them down because I wanted them to be sort of mini, because you can see that's how big it is. That's the original one and that's a little tiny one, so they've shrunk down lovely, and I just wanted them to pop onto the little paper clips. Now I'm making them obviously to go into my Christmas journal, and if you saw the video on making the little garlands, I'm trying to sort of like make everything sort of like work together. So I'm using the same sort of things, the same sort of like greenery that I did. I'll pop a link to the videos for those as well if you haven't seen them, but they are just gorgeous. Now look at that, isn't that lovely? That's the back of it, and then I've got 3 little of my mini little embellishments on there, and all you do, I've just curled the ends of the wire around and they just slot on the page and sit on the page, and then you've got this on the back of the other page, which I think is lovely. And then you just take whatever you got that can slot in there like that, or if you turn it over you can use this one as well to slot on the other page. So I think these look really pretty, don't they? Something a little bit different, and I love them. So I've got this one that goes onto the side. I've got these ones which can clip onto the top of your page like that, and then that again you can just slide something up on there. This one again just sits on the top, which are lovely, and these ones are just little hearts. These are the ones that I started off with. Now I have made these before. I'm not sure whether I did a video on it. I will have to look back on it, but that looks great. Just slots on there, and then you've got another one, that just slots up underneath, and again you've got the little twirly curly bits at the back. This one I've made them out of this wire, which is the 20 gauge wire, which is such a handy size. But this one, what I was going to say, this one I made out of this galvanized wire, which is this one, but it's way too thick. This is the garden wire that I used, and it's way too thick and it's too heavy. It looks quite nice on there, but I think it will be too heavy for to go on a page. So what I'm going to do, this is my little bits that I've got to hang on the outside of the journal. I might just pop a little jump ring on there and just hang it from there, just so I can use it for something. And then this one here, I've just made a smaller one, and they just clip on, and they're so simple to make. Just a few little, it's got a little bit of fabric on there, some greenery, some stickers, and some of my little polymer clay beads that I made. So I'm just going to show you how simple they are. I'll show you how to do a heart. Now I've got 2. These are 6 inches. I believe I did. I cut them roughly 6 inches, which is, what's that, 15 or 16 centimeters, something like that. Now you don't want them any shorter than 6 inches, because you want to do the little curly bits at the end. So longer the better, because you can curl them round a little bit more. So the first thing that I did, I've just made a little loop at that end and make a little loop at the other end like that. Okay, and then I'm taking my flat nose pliers like that. I'm just pinching it and twisting it round like that. Okay, doesn't have to be perfect, just bend them round, sort of like try and do a little bit either side, just so it's sort of a little bit equal, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Just twist them round like that. Okay, twist that one a little bit more, and then what you want to do, just sort of like eyeball the middle like that, and then push them together, so that's roughly, so then you've got your little, almost like a little heart, and then I'm just going to twist those in and twist that one in like that. So it's really quite simple to do. So you've got like a little heart, and then these just be easier on this one, slip over like that, which is perfect. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it on there like that because I want to decorate it. I've got some little offcuts of my fabric here which I'm going to use, and I'm going to cut a little piece off. Don't want it too thick, let's just have it so it's a little bit straight. I've got my glue gun ready, which keeps falling over. Now let's just wrinkle this up a little bit just to make it a little bit scruffy. Now I'm going to leave it on here, and then I'm going to put that underneath because it's a lot easier to decorate them when you've got it on the paper than to have it flipping around, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to take, it's probably a little bit too long actually, just a little bit like that, and I'm going to glue the wire on here and that piece, whoops, and then I'm just going to bend that over just like that. Let me just get my scissors, let me just cut that off, we don't need all of that. I'm going to glue it to the wire just so it doesn't move, and then just turn that over like that. So then we've got a nice little piece of fabric on there like that. Pop that back on, and I'm going to add just a little bit of greenery to this one. So I've got my moss stuff that I brought, which was in this great big packet here, really inexpensive. You can get all sorts of different kinds of this sort of like mossy stuff. So I'm just going to take a little bundle of it. I'm going to pop a little bit of glue on here, just like that, without getting all stuck up. Stick that on. Oops. Cut that bit off. Just stick that on like that. I want to do it so they do all go together with the little wreaths that I've done. Let's pop that in there. Now I'm going to take a little bit of gesso, just like we did on the other ones, and then I'm going to just pop a little bit on there, look, oops, like that, just like it's all sort of snowy. And then I'm going to get my stickles, wherever I did with my stickles, a little bit of stickles on there, just for a little bit of sparkle. Now you can obviously use glitter if you don't have stickles, but this is sort of like pretty mess free, isn't it? Because glitter makes a big mess, but I do love using glitter at Christmas. And all I'm going to do then is pop a little bow on there. I've just made these little string bows on there. I'm going to just stick that on like that, and that's our little embellishment. Now look at that, doesn't that look so sweet? Really cute. Pop those on there, and then again that just slips onto your page like that. Really simple. Pop this underneath to hold your journaling cards or anything on. Shall I show you what it looks like in the journal? Let's just take one of these, look, just a page, and that just slides on like that. And I just think they're not very bulky, so it won't take up much space on there. and I just think that looks really, really lovely. And again, you've got the little twirly bits at the back, which you can pop something in there as well. And you can always make the little twirly round bits bigger if you wanted to. If you've got a nice big piece of wire, nice long piece, you can make these a lot bigger. And you can make them any size. And the 20 gauge wire is quite sturdy, so they are really nice. Now to make these ones, these are just a different shape. But I'm loving the ones that come onto the top. I think they look really, really nice. And again, I've just taken a piece of wire, and what I have used, I've used my little blending tool. Look at the state of it. It looks a right mess, doesn't it? And all as I'm doing, I'm using it as like a template or a little mold, like that, and pushing those either side. Like that. So then you get, so go around anything that you've got. So we've got a nice squared edges on there. And then again, now I've bent these so they go in, the little curly bits go in, but again, if you wanted to bend them so they go on the outside, you can do that. Lots of different ways, and probably lots of different sort of like shapes you can use as well. So I'm just going to bend that little circle in there, take my flatter pliers and just again bend it round so we get a nice little coil going like that, and on the outside like this. So I was wanting to do, the reason I was doing these, I was making a little thing here to go into my journal, so it opens up like that, and I wanted something to, wanted a paper clip to clip it together so it didn't, when it's in your journal, it didn't like flop around. So I made one of these little hearts to clip on there like that. So I just thought it was really nice, and it just holds them together. So if you've got like a little envelopes, they would look nice, wouldn't they, as a little catch for your envelope. Would look lovely, and I just love them. So this is the shape that we're doing now. So all depends on what size you want. So this one is made out of 6 centimeters, or what was that, 16? No, 6 inches, or about 16 centimeters. So that's the sort of shape that we want. I'm going to take another piece of this. Shall we have a words on this one? Wishing you a Merry Christmas. So let's pop that on there. But again, if you wanted it from the side or whichever side, you can put it down this way. I just popped some little bit of fabric on there, and then I put the little pictures on here like that, which I think look really nice. So you could, all sorts of ways you can decorate it. But I'm going to have another one this way because I want some of the words, I think. So let's see, do you think this is going to, not quite big enough, is it? Let's put this on here. Cut that off. Let's just tidy it up. Doesn't matter that it's not straight because we are going to wrinkle it all up like this. Take these off. And again, I'm going to pop this over here just so we know what we're doing, and it clips on like that, and it's easier to work with then because it's not going to move. This can go underneath like that. Again, use any fabric, and again, they don't have to be Christmas, do they? You can adapt these to any journal that you want. So then I'm going to just stick that onto there like that, and then we can just embellish it. So make sure you get the metal on there, and I do like the glue gun to use it because the metal will stick on there a lot better to your fabric like that, and then it's not going to go anywhere. Just make sure it's not stuck to the paper underneath. So let's put that on there. Shall we have some of these lovely little embellishments? I think they're just so cute. Shall we pop little Santa there. What should we have on this side? Should we have the little girl like that? That looks nice, doesn't it? Pop it on here. Pop that down. Pop this on there without going over the words. Like that. It's perfect. What should we have? A little bit of greenery. We could have a little bit of greenery just up here, up here. I think I'll put it just here. Like that. Just there. So obviously it depends how much time you've got to make these and how much you want to put on them, doesn't it? So you can embellish them as much as you like, or just pop a little bit of stickles on there, a little bit of ribbon or something. So make sure I'm not sticking it to the paper, which I have. I thought I did. There we go. There we go. Make sure I can take it off. That's it. Big mess. So look at that. Doesn't that look nice? Now I'm going to add a little bit of gesso. And again, oh dear, excuse me. If you don't have gesso, you can just use a little bit of white paint. But just add a little bit on there, look. Looks lovely and snowy, and I'm going to just add a little bit on the top, just like that, on here, like that. So I think that looks really nice, doesn't it? Again, I'm going to add just a little bit of stickles on here. Just so we've got a little bit of sparkle onto these, down like that. Look so pretty, and they don't take any time at all to make, and you don't need a huge amount of things either. Now, shall I just pop a little one of my little balls on there? And I do have these little candy canes, which I've just made out of polymer clay. Which I'm not fantastic at, but I think they look really nice. I think I might just pop a little on there. I haven't made any more, but I'm going to, so I might just do a quick video on showing you how I made them. I'm not the best at polymer clay, but I think they look really, really lovely. Just going to pop a little ball on there. And then maybe we'll pop just one of our little string bows on there. I want to make this a little bit smaller. Just like that. Let's chop these little end bits off. Just like that. So we've got like a diddy little bow, which I'm going to pop on there. Just like just love them, and I think these will look beautiful in a journal. Well, they are going in my journal. So look at that. Doesn't that look nice? So you just pop that off like that, and then you've got your lovely little clip. Now you can make them, you don't even have to have the clip. You could make these into just like little embellishments to pop onto your page. But I just think that looks so pretty. And this is the little thing that I was making, so that would, oops, it's a bit wet, isn't it? That just clips on there to hold that closed, and then that will go into my journal, which is here on there. So this goes in there like that, and then you just take that off, and this will just open up like this, and I've got little pockets. So I need to finish doing this because that's what I was making originally. and then I wanted to make these, but I just think they look so cute, don't they? Really nice addition to your journals. So how are we doing for time? We're doing really good for time, aren't we? I hope I was in shot then. There we go. So we've got another one there. These ones here, and I just think they are lovely. I don't want to make too many because I don't want to overdo my journal, but I do love them. And again, you can make them in any style, but they are just lovely. And that's the big thick one. This one is quite heavy, or this one's quite thick, so I think it would probably bend your paper, but the 20 gauge wire is absolutely perfect for doing these. So there we go, guys. Quick little embellishment for little homemade paper clips. I think they are lovely. So I will pop a link down for the embellishments and everything. And we do have this weekend, which is, I think, until Monday, which is the 20th of December. We have 50% off the Christmas digitals in my Etsy shop. And also, if you are a monthly supporter in the Ko-fi shop, you get 50% off all of the digitals. So do pop over and have a look. But I love them. And again, shrink them down, because then you have lots and lots of different ways of using them. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Please stay safe. Take care, and I will see you soon. All right, guys. Bye-bye.